I grew up on the farm my whole life. It was probably about 12 years ago or so, we were looking at our spring planting operation and tilling ground and coming back with a second pass and putting on liquid fertilizer. And so we were looking at reducing a step through the field a pass. And so we also was wondering, why are we tilling the whole field when we're only planting every 30 inches? And we didn't even really know what strip till was about at the time. And so we put together these row units to just till about a 10-inch path and inject starter fertilizer and liquid nitrogen, and went out and untouched bean stubble, and it worked very well. And then we ran that for 5 years before we decided to start marketing, and that's really about how it came about. It's got coulters that run straight, so it's true vertical tillage. There's no raking soil from side to side or anything, so it just loosens the top of the soil up a little bit, opens it up, clears the residue, any residue out of the way, and helps it to warm up, dry down to make a good planting zone. And the depth control is very accurate, so we try to stay a little bit shallower than we plant. That way the seed is in untouched soil where the moisture holds out, and it gives a good chance to germinate, very even germination. We started out just spring strip tilling, and then we began doing some fall strip tilling and putting dry fertilizer on. And it actually didn't start out as a refresher, but it worked very well, and we probably use it more for that now. And just by getting the fall strip smoother and better condition in the spring has really made the planter work a lot better. As spring strip till, in no-till corn situations, it will do a good job of opening the soil up a little bit, warm up, dry down, and still not be doing real tillage. So no-tillers, some of those people have been purchasing these to try to improve their planting conditions, and part of that, I believe, is because we try to plant earlier and earlier every year, and so we're in cooler, wetter soils, and it helps the germination there. As far as benefits and refreshing strips, we've noticed and have gotten a lot of feedback from, as people are moving into the high-speed planters, they're getting a better planter ride. These monitors will show them what their ride is, and they are increasing their speed, be able to increase their speed on a smoother strip. And in general, it's just made our own planting operation a lot easier because all the conditions seem to be consistent across the field after you freshen the strip. I've seen more interest and more people getting their feet wet with it. We've seen the benefits ourselves of no-till, strip till, and I think more people are realizing that. Programs from the Farm Service agencies and everything that are pushing for conservation tillage practices, that's also a big help. There's money available to people in some counties, at least, for doing the practice. I think all in all, from operational cost standpoint, you can reduce cost, and it's just catching on. I feel like as the time goes on, it's going to be more the norm than the conventional tillage is at this time. We have been manufacturing. We had a 25-year anniversary a year ago, and we employ about 60 people. We do contract manufacturing for some other companies. A lot of it's agriculture related, some of it's not.